Hey everyone, thanks for checking in. This is Michel Bron with the Bron Realty Group, and welcome to our April 2021 video market update. And so let's dive right in. The market is still busy in Los Angeles. We still have a shortage of inventory and a very high number of buyers who are looking to buy properties. High number of buyers, mainly driven by the low interest rates, and even more so now because the rates are starting to rise. And so even more people are entering the market and hoping to take advantage of the very low rates. Now, the rates are, they're still, even though they're rising, they're still at very low levels, going to, approximately 2.85% to anywhere between 3 and 3.25%. And when you're talking about borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars, the low 3% is still an amazing rate. So it has made areas in LA, outside of LA, in very high demand because of COVID. A lot of people wanting to get out of the center of the city. Areas like the West Valley, such as Tarzana, West Hills, Calabasas, very high demand. Properties selling in multiple bids, sometimes $50,000 all the way to $200,000 over the asking price. Same thing also happening in the South Bay, areas like Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, also in very high demand because people feel like they wanted to get out of the city, they wanted to have a yard for the kids, they wanted to have an extra room to set up their home office. In the center of LA, things have actually been a little more flat, so still a busy market, but not as crazy, especially in the condo market. We've seen things kind of stagnating and sometimes even some price reductions. I've told my clients who are looking to buy condos to look at it as actually a buying opportunity, just like when the stock market is low, it always comes back. And some of them have actually been able to take advantage of some great prices for condos, but we are actually seeing the condo market starting to come back up. I have clients yesterday who got outbid to buy $1 million condo in Santa Monica, and it went into multiple offers. The seller received 10 offers, and it went $100,000 over asking. So the market seems to be coming back up for the condo market in Santa Monica. Speaking of being a very challenging market for buyers, I kind of wanted to go over again what really the strategies that you can utilize to get your offers accepted. So number one strategy, as always, get pre-approved. A lot of us are self-employed, and maybe we have a lot of write-offs and things like that. And even if you make a lot of money, you need to have your finances in order, and you need to get pre-approved as soon as possible. Don't wait until you find a property to talk to your lender or to your mortgage broker. It's going to be too late. You're going to be competing with people who have already all their ducks in order, and you won't be able to compete. The other reason also why you want to be pre-approved is because it will allow you to shorten your loan contingency, which will be very attractive to the seller because you'll already be that much further into the process. So you'll be able to have a loan contingency of maybe a couple of weeks to get your loan fully approved versus somebody else who's going to need 3 weeks, even 4 weeks, because they're just getting started with the process. In terms of contingencies, I would never remove a physical inspection contingency of the property unless maybe you're a developer or a builder and you're going to completely tear down the property. Then it doesn't matter what condition the property is in. But one cancellation contingency you might consider removing to make your offer more attractive to the seller is possibly the appraisal contingency. But in order to do that, you need to be cash rich, meaning that if you're going to put 20% down in your original offer, in case your property doesn't come up to value in the appraisal review, the lender may ask you to come up with another 5 or 10% down. So you need to be able to have that cash available in order to remove that contingency. So speak to your agent before removing that appraisal contingency. Another thing that sometimes also can be attractive to a seller is to offer a leaseback or a free leaseback, meaning that at the end of escrow, the seller can actually stay in their property. They kind of become your tenant at that point because you own the property, but they've had access to the cash from the sale of the property. They can go and make an offer on another property while remaining in their own home for maybe a month or 2 months. And yes, a lot of times, if you want to make that attractive to the seller, it's got to be for free. So you've got to be ready to do that, but that's what a lot of buyers are doing in order to get their offer accepted. And what else? I have some notes here. Also, yes, make room to in your schedule to go look at properties. The good properties go fast. We don't have any open houses anymore, so everything is by appointment. And I know, a lot of us are working during the week and it's not easy, but you need to make yourself available and go look at the properties as soon as they become available. As soon as your agent tells you, hey, something else just came on the market, I think that you like it, you need to be able to kind of drop everything almost at a drop of a hat. I know it's not easy for some of us, but that's the market we're in. Go look at the property right away so that you can be in the running. So there you have it. I think that going forward, because the vaccine is starting to be much more widely distributed, and also the businesses are going to start reopening again, and of course we have our great spring weather in Los Angeles that's coming about. We're going to start seeing more listings coming on the market, so hopefully the market is going to become a little more balanced, where we'll have more listings and the buyers are going to start equaling it themselves. That's really what I hope for the market, because this is not a healthy market for buyers. Of course, it's a great time for sellers to sell their property. Yeah, that's basically what's going on in the market. So if you have any specific questions about your situation, of course, as always, give me a call and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Until then, see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.